Fukuoka Airport information Kilo 0506 Zulu. Wind 195 at 17 feet, clouds at 3000. Temperature tree 1. 2.18. QNH 1008. Wind 205 at 15, gust 25, landing and departing runway 16. Transition level 140. Advise on initial contact, you have information Kilo.
Japan Air 3641. Request IF or clearance to Miyazaki Airport.
Japan Air 3641, Fukuoka delivery. Expect runway 16, Morio for departure, with the Yamda transition. Squawk 3252.
Morio for departure, with the Yamda transition. Squawk 3252. Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.7 when ready. Japan Air 3641. Japan Air 3641, at ramp 32, request pushback.
Japan Air 3641, Fukuoka ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Pushback approved, face northwest, Japan Air 3641. Japan Air 3641. Request taxi to the active.
Japan Air 3641, runway 16 taxi via Yankee, Kilo 3, Echo 2.
Runway 16 taxi via Yankee, Kilo 3, Echo 2, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, contact Fukuoka Tower 126.2.
Contact Tower 126.2, Japan Air 3641. Japan Air 3641. Ready for departure, runway 16.
Japan Air 3641, Fukuoka Tower, wind 195 at 17, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16, cleared for takeoff, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, contact Fukuoka departure 121.125.
Contact Fukuoka departure 121.125, Japan Air 3641. Fukuoka, Japan Air 3641, 2,600 feet.
Japan Air 3641, Fukuoka departure, identified, climb to 10,000 feet.
Climb to 10,000 feet, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, contact Tokyo radar 126.1.
Contact Tokyo Radar 126.1, Japan Air 3641. Tokyo Radar, Japan Air 3641, good day. Crossing 8,100 feet for 10,000 feet.
Japan Air 3641, Tokyo Radar, good day, identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, expect radar vectors, RNAVX runway 09er. Report ready for descent.
Expect radar vectors, RNAVX runway 09er, ready for descent, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, fleet present heading, descend to flight level 150, Miyazaki Airport landing runway 09er.
Fly present heading, descend to flight level 150, Miyazaki Airport landing runway 09er, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, turn left, heading 155, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 155, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, fleet present heading, descend to 13,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Fly present heading, descend to 13,000 feet, QNH 1012, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, turn left, heading 055.
Turn left, heading 055, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, contact Miyazaki approach 120.1.
Contact Miyazaki approach 120.1, Japan Air 3641. Miyazaki, Japan Air 3641, good day. 14,000 feet with information, Victor.
Japan Air 3641 Miyazaki approach. QNH 1012 expect radar vectors for RNAVX runway 09er.
QNH 1012 expect radar vectors for RNAVX runway 09er, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641 turn left, heading 020.
Turn left, heading 020, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641 turn right, heading 070.
Turn right, heading 070, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, 37 miles from Anaheim, turn right, heading 150, maintain 3,100 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared RNAVX runway 09er.
3,100 feet until established. Cleared RNAV X-ray runway 09er, Japan Air 3641. 3,100 feet established. Cleared RNAV X-ray runway 09er, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, contact Miyazaki Tower 126.2. Have a good day.
Over to Tower 126.2, Japan Air 3641. Miyazaki Tower, Japan Air 3641, RNAV X-ray runway 09er.
Japan Air 3641, Miyazaki Tower, continue.
Roger, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, wind 115 at 7, runway 09er cleared to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er, Japan Air 3641. Japan Air 3641, request taxi to the gate.
Japan Air 3641, welcome to Miyazaki Airport. Say parking or advise of need assignment.
Request gate 8, Japan Air 3641.
Japan Air 3641, gate 8 taxi via Alpha.
Gate 8 taxi via Alpha, Japan Air 3641.